Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Cassidy Carson, and this is The Life of a Writer. This may have not been the best place to decide to record today because there is a little bit of an echo, but I'm in my front porch. We have an enclosed front porch. It is not insulated, so it is chilly right now. I think it's around 40 something degrees today, but you can tell there is some sunlight. And also one of my front porch nutcracker Christmas trees. My plan today was to take down more of my Christmas decor, but I don't feel like it. Normally I do a multi-day decorating and undecorating extravaganza, but I started taking down Christmas, and actually I started a few weeks ago because I put my upstairs trees in the closets, I think maybe a couple of weeks ago, but I've decided I'm just going to take my time and do it as I feel like it. So my sunroom has been switched over from Christmas to winter, but my front porch is still very much Christmas, which is okay. It's still very cheerful, and it's not the end of January yet, so I think I still have a little wiggle room. Oh, but JT and I had our weekly meeting this morning, and we talked about our upcoming plans, all the books that we will be releasing this year, but we're also planning a bit of a trip, which should be pretty exciting, and I'm looking forward to it. We'll probably be hitting the road sometime later, and I'll definitely be taking you guys along for the ride. But in the meantime, we're winding down the month of January. Tomorrow we will be recording our weekly podcast. I think we have an interesting topic, so I won't spoil it. We'll probably talk about it after we record it tomorrow. But it does relate to 2 recent podcast interviews that we did. So, like I said, it should be an interesting topic. Otherwise, today is going to be a slow day. Like I said, we did have our meeting this morning, and we discussed all the books that we'll be putting out. JT said he's about to start reading the manuscript I just sent him, so I'm trying not to think too much about that, because writing it is one thing, but having people read it for the first time is very anxiety-inducing. Coincidentally, I'm going to start reading the manuscript he just sent me, so I think we're both in the same boat. It is fun to be half of a writing couple, and we try not to hurt each other's feelings when we're talking about any changes that may need to be made in one of our works in progress, but it can be hard to avoid sometimes. So thankfully he probably has much thicker skin than I do when it comes to that, but we'll see how this goes. We are still married. We've been married for 43 years, so the projects that we've worked on previously have not broken our relationship yet. And speaking of marriage, today is an anniversary. Our youngest got married 17 years ago today. I can't believe it's been that long. 17 years is almost, adulthood. For some people. The age of majority is 18 in the US, so yeah, 17 years for my kids. JT and I will be celebrating our 44th anniversary in June, and it's just wild to think that in less than a decade we will be celebrating the half-century mark of being together. So time really flies, and passes in the blink of an eye. I didn't believe it as a young person when people tried to tell me that, but boy, do I know that now. So I think that's one of the reasons I'm going a little easier on myself when it comes to doing things like taking down my decorations, because, if I don't feel like it, it doesn't really matter. The amount of time that passes between Christmas and when the Christmas decorations come down, really not important. What is important is that I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying my decorations. So what if they've been up for 2 months? Oh, yes, I'm on another random tangent today. So, as I said, it is chilly out here. I'm probably not going to sit here for much longer because, oh, brr, not too much going on in the writing front. Once I give JT's manuscript back to him, I will be starting to revise Restless Spirits Book 3, unless I get beta reads back for Book 2, in which case I will get that revised so we can send it off to the editors. But I will be working on Book 2 or Book 3 again here very soon. In the meantime, I'm taking a beta reading break, and we'll continue to work through these projects as the year progresses because I want to get these books out into the world. And like I mentioned before, we are thinking of taking a bit of a trip, so we want to get the books out probably before we do that, so, or at least some of them. Always a lot to do, even as a retiree. It's amazing. But I hope that wherever you are having a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend so far. Don't know if I mentioned, but today is January 24th, 2026. It is probably, I know for the east and the southern United States, it's a rough weekend. It looks like they're having a huge storm out in that direction. So if you are in that area, I hope you are safe and warm. I hope you maintain your power, because I know dealing with these storms when the power goes out can be very challenging, because unless you have a generator or something, you may be very cold and need to go to a warming center or something. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but I do hope everyone in the path of the storm is safe and warm, that you can stay home if you need to. I have seen that places like the Smithsonian will be closing on Monday due to the weather. So hopefully other businesses will follow suit, because if the weather is that bad, people don't need to be out trying to get to work. It's better to stay home and stay safe. So do that if you can. In the meantime, here in the West, it's been pretty dry. We haven't had a heck of a lot of snow so far this year, at least down here in Carson City, we're around the 4,500 foot elevation point. So we can get a bit of snow in the winter, but not this year. But that's not true of other places in the US. So again, please stay safe and warm. Anyway, I thank you for joining me on this brief ramble. I'm going to go get warm now. So I'm Cassidy Carson. This is the Life of a Writer. Take care.